so tired that I don't know when. You know there's just a couple of things that I like. Meet you, woman, at 2:45. Now get down on your bended knees. You know there's just a couple of things that I like. But don't get busted and ashamed. I'm looking out for you time and time again. The Holy One, the Nightingale, laughing on your way to hell. Look a little down the road, you hit it and you quit it and you already know the simple things have passed you by. Alone you'll be your well run dry. You started, then forgot it. Maybe we'll just let it be. Till then, there's a weekend. Till then. So won't you write to me and tell me a great story about a little nobody who stole the whole of a golden bowl of shit. Goddamn, sorry for him. The weekend I think I'll be the only man. You're in my skin and on my tongue, and girl, my dusty belt you wrong. I don't care if you have indecision. When I see you down, girl, you know I'll be grinning. I don't care if they wrap you in linen. When you come around, girl, no.
What have y'all done?
Allow me to satiate your deepest hunger.
Everywhere you go, you see my apparition. I don't care if you're safe in your sound. You're gonna scream my name when my ghost comes around.
BC.
Hey, paisanos! It's the Super Mario Brothers Super Show!
Bruh, look at this dude. Wait till you see the. No, 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 no.
Your love is bonfire, but that don't coincide with the things that you do when I ask you to be nice.
Whatever ways I try to change, happening past leaving me the same. Of course, it must be something else. Leading questions I might ask myself. Should answer and wonder till we're old.
It's not gonna shock you the second you put it in. You have to push it far in.
Yeah, jeez. The plastic won't shock you. Hold on. Push it.
I'm pushing it.
There's a.
Good evening, and welcome to the 12th Annual Madison Awards. You may call me the grandfather. I've spent more than a decade building this empire from the ground up. I ask very little from my students, but respect is demanded, work required, and friendship encouraged. One week they love me, One week they hate me, but both weeks I got paid. Enough about me. Let's now look at what a great teacher I am. We've brought home awards from every film festival we've entered this year. It's safe to say we left our competitors sleeping with the fishes. Here now are the winners. At THSPA, live sports coverage, sports video, news package, feature story, lip dub, newscast, sports package, and for the 9th time in 11 years, the best TV station. We chalked up wins for short film, news story, sports story, newscast, and feature story. At the Blue Spark Awards, we won for animation, newscast, and PSA. And at Natus, best PSA. Sit back, relax, don't go anywhere. It's an offer you can't refuse. Salute.
Good evening. I'm Garrett Linney.
And I'm James Derryberry. Welcome to the 2019 Madison Awards.
We're in for a great show tonight, folks.
He's right. The TV Pro students have worked hard this year, and that's why we have fantastic videos to show you all.
Oh, absolutely. The program as a whole won 17 awards across all the different competitions like THSPA, WKU, and the Blue Sparks.
17 awards. You can't deny this was an awesome year for the TV Pro kids, and I'm sure the senior interns are glad to end this one off on a high note.
Oh, absolutely. And in fact, let's meet the 2019 class of interns right now.
He's looking spiffy in his Supreme. It's Casey. Hey guys, watch me shotgun this rock star. Crow.
Softball, but still definitely plays hardball. It's Allison. It's pronounced Pajoli.
Now I'm trying to round up. I'm a little mama. I don't want to take him. And I know I'm coming off just a little bit conceited. And I keep on repeating how the boys want to eat. But I'm trying to tell that I can't be treated like clientele.
And now, for the one who hasn't submitted his intern video yet, it's RJ. You could be a bit more cordial. Taylor. Disgusting.
Now, for the only intern that's unironically punched me in the face, it's Nathan. Please don't take my donuts, Grantley. Nance!
We can dance if you want to. We can leave your friends behind.
She's the tallest intern on staff, and she just got back from taking her sisters home. It's Sierra, 7'11", Wendell.
Here now, he liked Top Gun so much that he joined the Navy. It's Bob, intern rager at my house, Dickinson.
Hey, this one's my girlfriend, and her name is Lena Let's Get Kooky Girly.
Up next, she's so angry and mad, it's Cammy. Just ascend, bro. Roadman.
She keeps them always shining in a pretty cabinet. Every cake, she says, just like.
May, it's Caroline. Garrett's such a bad boy. Heart.
Almost West Virginia.
And we can never forget our most beloved head intern, Garrett. Can someone ride with me, please? Linny.
If you win an award tonight, come up on stage, collect your trophy, give your acceptance speech, and then go to the lobby for a picture before returning to your seats, please.
Enough with the jibber jabber. Let's get on with the show.
And welcome to the first annual Brentwood Twinkie Eating Contest. I'm here with the first period nominee, JB, and the second period nominee, Chad. So, enough with the chit chat, let's get to eating. On go. 3, 2, 1, go. It will be first one to finish all the Twinkies. Come on, JB. Oh! Uh-oh! Oh, that looks weird. Oh my god! Who's gonna win? Oh god. And our winner is JB! Oh my gosh, that was impressive.
Here to present our seniors Lena Gurley and Izzy Hoyer.
Commercials are the first projects level ones make.
So usually they're a little funky.
Here's the best of the worst.
The level 1 nominees for commercial are Coca-Cola, Paxton Allen, and Jim Moore. Prodigy, Harper Thompson, Noah True. One by One record player, Keaton Hardwick, Eliza Linney.
Hold me close and hold me fast. The magic spell you cast. This is
And the winner is One by One by Keaton Hardwick and Eliza Linney.
All right. That's awesome. Very first Madison Award of the year and for me. That's pretty cool. I'd of course like to thank good old Ronnie Adcock. Oh, look, there you are. Thank you. Parents for being supportive. Jesse Hobson, Jasmine, yeah. And Garrett, too, he helped us out. But especially Eliza, she mostly came up with most of the ideas. So, I mean, I helped, but I'm giving more credit to her.
We did a lot of he did a lot of work, so he gets a lot of credit, but thanks Garrett for telling me to do this class and helping with After Effects and stuff. That's cool. And thanks Mr. Adcock. Okay.
Next, we have the award for the best Level 1 music video.
Level 1 nominees for music video are Believer, Ethan Pustuzzi, Cassidy Yoder, Nathan Zonorich.
Has turned your spirit to a dove, oh, ooh, your spirit up above, oh, ooh. I was choking in the crowd, building my rain up in the cloud, falling like ashes to the ground, hoping my feelings, they would drown, but they never did, ever lived, ebbing and flowing, inhibited, limited, till it broke open and rained down, it rained down like, hey, you burn me up, believer.
Paint It Black, Keaton Hardwick, Will King, Braden Thaney.
I see a red door and I want it painted black. No colors anymore, I want them to turn black. I see the girls go by dressed in their summer clothes. I have to turn my head until my darkness goes. I see a line of cars and they are painted black.
The show must go on. Jim Moore, Harper Thompson, and Noah True.
Empty spaces, what are we living for? Abandoned places, I guess we know the score. All in all, does anybody know what we are looking for? Another hero, another mindless crime behind the curtain in the pantomime.
And the winner is Paint It Black by Keaton Hardwick, Will King, and Braden Thaney.
First of all, I'd obviously like to thank Mr. Adcock for teaching me pretty much all I know. I'd like to thank my brother for telling me to take this class. It's the most fun I've had. I'd like to thank my parents for being really supportive of all this, and I'd like to thank these two for doing most of the idea, having most of the idea and most of the project.
I'd like to thank Mr. Adcock and Will and Keaton and whoever did Keaton's makeup.
I would like to thank Jessie, my girlfriend, for doing my makeup. All right, so thank you for that, and thank you again, Mr. Adcock. Yeah, I just want to say I really do love this class. It's really fun, and I'm really happy to go on to level 2 and all that stuff. So thank you. Yeah.
Here to present our seniors Cole Hubbard and Cole Hendry.
It's hard to say anything funny about level 1 news packages this year. Because Mr. Adcock said himself that they have really impressed him.
No, because they're about homelessness and disease.
Here are your nominees.
Level 1 nominees for news package are Back to You, Jasmine Jordan Lake, Eliza Linney.
Jennifer Preventure is the educational director at John Allen Salon, a hairstylist, and the Tennessee ambassador for Back to You, a company that helps people with medically induced hair loss.
Back to You is a company that does a couple different things. The mission of the company is to ease our clients' suffering by providing them alternative hair and solutions to medically induced hair loss, and by doing that in a salon environment so that they always feel like a guest.
Goodlettsville Help Center, Jim Moore, J.B. Oram, and Noah True.
The Goodlettsville Help Center is a nonprofit located in the heart of Goodlettsville that helps people throughout the year with all kinds of things, from utility bills to housing and providing food for citizens.
Well, the Goodlettsville Help Center is basically a food pantry. We feed anyone that wants to be here in the 37072 zip code. We'll also help our clients get a room at Red Roof Inn if they're, if they're out, they're homeless. We'll put them up in a hotel room. And December the 5th, 6th, and 7th, we'll be having Christmas for kids here.
Early voting, Harper Thompson and Noah True.
The 2018 midterm elections have come and gone, and voters have taken advantage of the early voting system in Williamson County. Early voting started on October 17th here at the Brentwood Library.
Well, I went and early voted, number one, to beat the crowds, and also to just get it over with.
Williamson County showed up in record numbers throughout early voting, as 74,500 residents went to the polls early.
And the winner is Goodlettsville Help Center.
I'd like to thank Mr. Adcock, of course, along with my parents and Jim's mom for driving us out there. And of course, I'd like to thank the amazing people at the Goodlettsville Help Center for being so cooperative with us.
Yeah, I'd also like to thank my grandfather, Jared Garrett. He helped us set this thing up. I think he's out there somewhere. I don't know where he is, but thanks, Pop.
Yeah, thanks.
Up next are the Level 1 PSAs.
Here are your nominees.
The Level 1 nominees for PSA are 911, Ethan Ballard, Noah True.
What's your emergency? Hello? Is there anyone there?
Animal Adoption, Louis Shader, Mark McCarr.
Don't wait. Adopt today. Visit ASPCA.org or your local animal shelter to see what you can do to help pets in need.
Cyberbullying, Eliza Linney, Cassidy Yoder.
You are so ugly.
No one even likes you.
No one really wants you here. Be the change. Visit endcyberbullying.org for more information.
And the winner is 911.
I'd once again like to thank Mr. Adcock, as well as my parents, and Ethan.
I'd like to thank Mr. Adcock, as well as my parents, and Noah.
Level 1s are full of exciting ideas for short films.
Unfortunately, it's hard to have a suspenseful action flick when your hero is played by a baby-faced freshman.
Nonetheless, they still put forth the effort.
Here are your nominees.
Level 1 nominees for short film are Abra Cadabra, Keaton Hardwick, Eliza Linney, Cassidy Yoder.
Excuse me, but what on God's green earth are you doing?
Well, I'm about to perform my curbside magic show. What are you doing?
Well, I'm about to perform my curbside magic show that I've been doing at this very spot for the past 10 years, so bugger off.
Okay then, this is your spot. Then I'll battle you for it. I challenge you to a good old-fashioned magic duel.
A magic duel? I've had rabbits in a hat poop out more magic than you.
Very well then. What's the prize?
If I win, do you promise to never come back to this spot again?
I promise on Houdini's grave.
So then I'll begin. For my first feat, I'll perform a simple card trick. Pick a card, any card. Now cut this deck of cards as many times as you like. I hope you remember your card because... Is this your card?
Minor Inconvenience Man, Jim Moore, J.B. Oram, Noah True. The Sloth, Luke Elwanger, Ron Ganguly, Ashley Woodrick.
This is Chris, just an ordinary man who does ordinary things. He's sad, lonely, and going through rough times. He didn't think there was a way for him to ever be happy because he's always been lonely. Until one day, he met a friend named Flash, and this new friendship brought him extreme happiness. At first, Chris struggled at taking care of Flash, but as time passed, he got better.
And the winner is Minor Inconvenience Man.
I would like to once again thank Mr. Adcock and my parents, and as well as the weather for raining out a camping trip, which allowed us more time to get this done.
Yeah, I also thank my sister for letting us steal her mat so we could maybe not fall on the hardwood floor every single time that we had to fall over for that. It didn't really work though, because we still got super skinned knees, elbows, and other body parts from falling.
So one time, Jim was chasing me down the stairs, and I slapped him. So thanks.
Here to present our seniors Casey Crow and Nathan Nance.
Level 2 is like the awkward adolescent years of broadcasting.
Future creative students are forced to make news packages.
And future news students are forced to make music videos.
And technical students are forced to work, which if you have met technical students, they don't like doing that at all.
It's time for the terrible twos, right after a word from our sponsors.
Time now to thank our underwriters, who helped make this broadcast possible. WBHS 9 welcomes back its longest-running sponsor, Donnie Stanley with Pilkerton Realty. This is Donnie's 11th year of underwriting our programs. Also back are Andrews Transportation Group, Chick-fil-A of Brentwood, Corky's Barbecue, Laura Dickinson of Keller Williams Realty, and Williams & Associates Screen Printing. Channel 9 also wants to thank new sponsors, American Insurance Managers, The Chili Burrito, Happy Retails, Ann Hoke and Associates Realtors, Maria Holland of Remax Elite Realty, Villa Verde Ventures Investments, Soy Bistro Asian Restaurant in Brentwood, CMIT Solutions of Brentwood and Franklin, and Wolf Creek Holdings. And as always, special thanks to the City of Brentwood and the Brentwood High PTO. Without their valuable support, we wouldn't be able to bring you Bruins Sports on WBHS 9.
Why are you so heavy?
Reagan, did you hear me? Harrison, I'm talking to you. Robin, turn it down. Tucker, quit.
We are WBHS 9.
The Level 2 nominees for commercials are Odd Future, Stuart Beaton, Ben Mahaffey. Pick and Press, Justin King, Alex Wells. Skagin, Alex Wells.
The night is young, the skies are clear, and if you wanna go walking, dear, it's delightful, it's delicious, it's lovely. I understand the reason why you're sentimental, 'cause so am I. It's delightful.
Skagin, be the man you need to be.
And the winner is Skagin by Alex Wells.
I want to thank Dillard's for providing Skagen watches and Garage Sales for providing the backdrop for my commercial. Thank you.
As I was saying, these level 2 music videos all include classic 70s songs.
Including Baby Shark. Here are the nominees.
Level 2 nominees for music video are Baby Shark, Robin Neiman, Molly Robinson. Imagine, Stuart Beaton, Luke Fontesha, Ben Mahaffey. Nights on Broadway, Alex Isbell, Justin King, Ford Waldrop, Alex Wells.
And the winner is Nights on Broadway by Alex Isbell, Justin King, Ford Waldrop, and Alex Wells.
I want to thank my mom for loving the Bee Gees so much, because if it wasn't for her, I would have never made this music video.
I want to thank Mr. Adcock. I want to thank my parents. I want to thank my 5 or 6 other classmates. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm super grateful to make some really good videos with my friends. Thank you.
I'd like to thank Miss Moody for letting us use the theater. And this project was super fun to film because we all got to be involved in it. Yeah.
I'd like to thank Mr. Adcock, of course, and my mom for getting me into the program, and these guys for putting together a great video. Thank you.
Here to present our seniors Ashley Gracia and Madison Aber.
We here at WBHS 9 support our troops. You can tell because all of our Level 2 news packages are about veterans. God bless America. We had the pleasure of winning this category last year. Here are this year's nominees.
Level 2 nominees for news package are Alan Campbell, Robin Neiman, Molly Robinson.
Alan Campbell is a Spanish teacher at Brentwood Middle School. In addition to serving in the classroom, he also serves as a major in the U.S. Army Reserve.
So I helped American citizens when they were overseas and needed assistance. I've been in the Army Reserve for 12 years. I am a logistics specialist, so I specialize in aerial delivery of personnel and of cargo, so we put stuff and people out of planes and helicopters.
While serving, Campbell was stationed in Kabul, Afghanistan.
Micah Wilson, Luke Fontesha, Ben Mahaffey.
The Marines. Yeah, I wanted to join the Marines. They said that was the most challenging branch, so I really wanted to push myself and challenge myself. So I joined the Marine Corps in 1994, and I served 21 and a half years, right out of high school.
Escaping Chicago and joining the Marines was a big step for Micah, as he was able to travel the world.
I would, I would probably say I've been probably to 14 different places.
Thomas von Weisenstein, Stuart Beaton, Ethan Meadows.
My first assignment was as a second lieutenant, and I was a platoon leader in a maintenance company supporting an armor brigade. I had lots of opportunities as a junior officer to serve as in the field, doing a lot of tactical work, supporting the armor brigade. I also had opportunities to, as my career moved on, to work at the Pentagon and work at the headquarters for the National Guard that's also located in DC.
And the winner is Michael Wilson.
First of all, I'd like to shout out my boys, and Tom, over there. Yeah. And thanks to Micah for letting us film that.
I just want to thank Micah Wilson for this incredible experience. Thank you.
And now for Level 2 PSAs.
Level 2 nominees for PSA are Atomic, Alex Isbell, Alex Wells.
Hello there. My name is Dr. Jacob Fitzgerald with the Civil Defense, and this is the average American home, where families just like mine and yours carry out their daily life. But a new threat imposes terror across our great nation, and that is the atomic bomb. It is my job, and that of the Civil Defense, to educate you and your families on exactly how to protect yourself from a potential atomic explosion. Any place, any time. The technique that we like to use is duck and cover. Now, let's take a look on exactly how to perform that technique. Duck and Cover. This is an official civil defense film produced in cooperation with WBHS 9.
Stealing is an Addiction, Justin King, Ford Waldrop, Alex Wells.
Police, put your hands up.
If the addiction of stealing has stolen a loved one from you, go to treatmentsolutions.com for help.
Texting and Driving, Alex Isbell.
Multitasking is a myth. Please, don't text and drive. Visit National Safety Council for more.
And the winner is Texting and Driving.
I just want to thank my good friends Abraham and Morgan for acting in this video. Thank you.
Here to present our seniors Sarah Thaney and Sydney Paget.
Up next is the award for Level 2 short film.
Here are your nominees.
Level 2 nominees for short film are Red Team Documentary, Luke Fontesha, Ben Mahaffey, Sam Volpentesta.
Once there was a team of character, a team of passion. They brought the game back to greatness. A team bringing a new style of play. This was Red Team.
Schedule comes out and I see we got Josh Large, week 2, at home, and we coming with a vengeance.
There's one game you can't lose this whole season, and that's against Large.
Ben won the tip-off, propelling Red Team to the start they needed. This led to a basket and a steady lead. The game plan was executed perfectly. Josh Large had 3 fouls after the first quarter, causing him to sit the bench.
Joe got hotter than a Zaxby's chicken platter.
It was a game of passion. It was a mental game. It was a game of runs.
C'est quoi ce Zaxby's?
The Corporal, Alex Isbell, Justin King, Ford Waldrop, Alex Wells.
We gotta go!
The Legend of Koraki, Luke Fontesha, Malachi Grassman, and Ben Mahaffey.
Hey, you guys come over to watch the game tonight? Cool. I'll order some pizza. Yeah, sounds good. See you then. Hey boys, what's up? What's up, man? You ordered pizza? Yeah, it's coming. Let's go. What up? Game's on, let's go. Come on, Kevin.
House looking great, Mitch. How'd you get it so cheap?
And it was such a good price, I just jumped on it.
Wait, where's Malachi with the pizza? I'm getting really hungry.
I guess Malachi had a slice. Guys?
Your friends aren't here anymore.
Oh my god! My mom's gonna kill me if I'm not home by 8.
And the winner is The Corporal, Alex Isbell, Justin King, Ford Waldrop, and Alex Wells.
Once or twice, now I ask you very confidentially,
I just want to thank my boys up here with me. I couldn't have done it without them.
Yeah, this project took a lot to film. We had to go back like 2 days, and there were like bugs everywhere.
Yeah, I want to thank everyone for their patience because this video was hard to film and it was a really big pain in the butt. So thanks, guys.
Yeah, this video, we all came up with every idea in this video, and it was kind of our brainchild, and just lucky it turned out the way that we wanted it to. And thank you, boys.
Here now are the Level 2 stop motions.
Here are your nominees.
Level 2 nominees for stop motion are Easy Bake Glasses, Robin Neiman, Molly Robinson. Let the Let the games begin. Josh Large.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event. Let's get ready to rumble!
The Flash. Justin King, Alex Wells.
And the winner is The Flash by Justin King and Alex Wells.
First off, I want to apologize to all the level 2s for stealing all the awards. My bad. But I want to thank Justin and my brother for his action figures because we wouldn't be able to make it without him, so thanks.
Yeah, I'd like to thank the Wells family, and that's it.
If you are the owner of a large, yellow Williamson County school bus, your horn is going off and it's really making me mad. Okay, all right. Hey, I hope you guys are excited about what you've seen tonight. We got the best is still yet to come. We're getting ready to go to level 3s and 4s. Also, the best is my family. I never call them up here. I always just point them out at the stands. So they're going to come out right now so I can introduce you because the little ones, my 2 grandkids, you know, it's about their bedtime. Mine too. So y'all come out. All right, so this is my wife, Diane. Hello. Granddaughter, Catherine, who's very shy, and mom, Liz, son, Ryan, Elise, daughter-in-law, along with my newest grandbaby, Kieran, and that's his dad on the end, Chip. So I'm very proud of all of them. Okay. All right. So enough about my kids. Now let's move on to the future of the program, and that's the future interns.
I don't know what's going on. I'm just here for the food.
They put ice in my orange juice. They put ice in my orange juice. This guy definitely thinks I'm crazy. He's not listening to me. They put ice in my orange juice.
Dogs, 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 dogs. I'm a bird.
Wow, I spend too much time with Bailey. Wait, where's Ducky?
Oh man, that's like a 10-pounder.
I really don't want to be here right now.
The sticky goodness from Canada has blessed us today.
I just don't know what to think of the Stewart guy. He's just so weird.
Get out.
Guys, I'm here. I don't know how I'm gonna make it through this year. I'm always late.
They stay in school, kids, because that's the only wise thing I know of. I was taught to me by Garrett.
You know, Garrett, I've always wondered, why are level 3s and 4s combined for the Madison Awards?
You know, that's a great question. Well, there's actually only 3 levels of TV production curriculum.
Oh, I get it. So that's your excuse for being in a level 3 class.
Oof. But on a serious note, they're actually entirely different classes.
Yeah, you know what I've noticed is that the level 4s always seem to put more effort into their projects and generally make better projects. They just seem to have more passion for broadcasting and things in general.
Oh, absolutely, yeah, and the level 3s just want to pass the class so they can finish off their elective credits.
Sheesh. Well, let's get to the level 3s and 4s.
Well, this is the Madison Award. This is what you get. This is it.
Not this. That's a different.
That's a thing.
That's a different award.
That's a different guy.
That's the key to it.
You don't want that.
Right there.
Nuh-uh.
This is the key to being good at broadcasting.
You want this.
Depending on who you are, you might also want that. I want this.
All that matters is this right here. This is all you need. One group of people will get this, and that's what's going to happen. Please enjoy.
Here to present our seniors Allison Steele and
Testimonials are a rarely used commercial technique, but they can be highly effective. In fact, one of the nominees features the testimony of some satisfied customers.
Our Home Depot commercial has testimonials in it?
No.
Drumstick commercial?
No.
Our waffle commercial has testimonials in it?
Yeah. Here are the nominees for Best Commercial.
the level 3 and 4 nominees for commercial are Eggos, Casey Crowe, Nathan Nance.
Before any show, I typically like to, before I get any of my costumes on, before anybody enters the theater, I enjoy some Eggo waffles with some syrup. And I like the blueberry kind. You know, I like to think that blueberries are stars and I'm just eating them. And they're just stuck inside the Eggo waffle.
Friday night, big game, packed house, lights are on. Rushed for 300 yards, 6 touchdowns. They tried to test me for steroids. They don't know it was Eggo waffles gave me my strength.
Eggo waffles for maximum performance.
Home Depot, Michael Barber, Grantley Johnson. Vic Firth Drumsticks, James Derryberry, Lena Gurley, Nathan Nance, Sierra Wendell.
Vic Firth, the perfect pair.
And the winner is Vic Firth Drumsticks.
Well, this is my level 1 year. Can you believe it? I'd just like to thank, first of all, Mr. Adcock and my supportive parents and these 3 people over here that helped me make this.
This is my first Madison Awards since level 1 year, and I can believe it. And I'm just very thankful for Nathan. As someone who can't clap on beat, I think Nathan is just like a fantastic musician, and he's forced me to work infinitely more this year than I ever would have on my own. So.
This is my first Madison Award ever, so I'm very happy. And I want to thank Mr. Adcock for the past 4 years. They've been amazing. And I want to thank my parents because they're my parents.
This is also my first Madison Awards, and I'd like to thank Mr. Adcock and my parents and my friends. Hey Allison, happy Madison Awards! And now on to documentaries.
I'm Sylvester Survival, and today we're going to be taking on one of nature's most prophetic beasts, the wild Stuart Beaton. Let's go. Look over yonder. You'll see the wild Stuart Beaton trying to make connections with his kind, but he struggles as he's known as what's called socially awkward. Now be very quiet. For this next clip, we invaded Coach Kane's classroom so we can get some insider observations on Stuart Beaton. This is a survival tactic initiated by Stuart Beaton so that he can be smarter to compensate for his lacks of good looks and athletic ability. Watch Stuart very closely here. This is a behavior known as forgetting his book in his locker. Therefore, Coach Kane has to come and provide him a new book. We see this oftentimes with specimen like this. Stuart Beaton constantly forgets. Oh, we've been spotted! He's angry! You better run fast. Stuart Beaton is known to emit an electrical shock when he's angry. I think we got away from the wild Stuart Beaton. Unfortunately, this specimen won't survive until the winter unless he can find himself a mate. I'm Sylvester Survival, and you're watching the Sylvester Survival Show. Thanks for tuning in, and remember, take care of the earth as if she was your own mother.
Nominees for Level 3 and 4 documentary are 147 Team, Izzy Hoyer, Sarah Thaney.
I'm going to be starting a new ministry called 147 Team, and we will be serving vulnerable children in the United States.
147 Million was a nonprofit organization founded 9 years ago by local Brentwood adoptive moms to serve underprivileged children in developing countries around the world. After working internationally and helping so many children, the two announced in April their decision to split.
I'm going to be starting a new ministry called 147 Team, and we will be serving vulnerable children in the United States. And I will continue on with 147 million orphans, but the name will be Love One International.
Lucas Davis, Cole Hubbard, James Derryberry.
Homecoming. The last time I saw Lucas was that night at the homecoming dance. We were dancing together, just hanging out, having fun. And before I left, last words we said to each other were that we loved each other. Didn't know that those were going to be my last words to him, and it's probably the most life-changing moment in my life. Just telling him that and making sure he knew how much I loved him.
Lucas was loved by everyone he came in contact with. We love and will miss him forever. Fly high, number 74.
Pete Rogers, RJ Taylor, Garrett Linney.
When you think of the Nashville Predators, you think of But what goes on behind the scenes in the equipment room, most fans don't know. Pete Rogers, head equipment manager of the Predators, is one out of a handful of employees that have been with the team since its inception back in 1998.
Dream is you don't ever want to work a job where you wake up every day and you're miserable to go to work. I mean, I get the opportunity to watch the best athletes perform at the highest level every day, and that's pretty cool.
And the winner is Pete Rogers.
Well, it took 4 years, finally got nominated for one, finally won one. I just want to thank Mr. Adcock for giving me all these opportunities to do broadcasting and work on documentaries and creative things for the last 4 years. Thank my mom and dad for just being so supportive throughout this whole process. And to Garrett, if he didn't film when we went down to the Bridgestone, this would have never happened.
I just want to thank Mr. Adcock and my parents as well, and especially RJ Taylor. If you don't know RJ, he's going to be a very important person in sports broadcasting in about 4 years. Not only is he a fantastic announcer, he's got connections. He set this whole thing up with Pete Rogers, and that's just absolutely amazing. And I want to give a special thanks to him for really setting that up.
Well, old chum, it seems as if we've hit a dead end.
Yes, it would seem that way. The film is due tomorrow, and by the beard of Zeus, Ronald will have our heads if it's not finished.
Oi, chaps. How's the ducky coming along?
Alas, we're getting so close, but we don't have any plot.
I see. So it's an experimental then.
Experimental? What are you on about, Nathaniel?
Sounds right dodgy to me.
Yes.
Hear ye, gents. An experimental has the basic bones of a short film. However, it is lacking a little bit in plot and leaves a lot up to interpretation.
So what you're saying, old buddy, old pal, is that we should construct a weak psychological aspect, add it to our film, throw in some effects, and call it a day.
Precisely.
Huzzah!
Here to present our seniors Whitney Woodrick and Rachel Levine.
Sorry, Mr. Adcock, to let you down, but I'm not Whitney, so. And Whitney, yeah.
I don't know if that intro was fair. I can't think of any videos this year that turned into experimentals because they had no plot.
Lucid. Here are your nominees.
The nominees for Level 3 and 4 Experimental are DeHoodalick, Right Mantooth, Ford Waltrip.
Oh, what the f*** is that?
Ini seluruh ngurus dia, ayu itu ya tera. Johnny ma.
The Other, Paul Chen, Brennan Chapman. Stoop Faction, James Derryberry, Lena Gurley, Nathan Nance.
Near.
And the winner is The Other, Paul Chen and Brennan Chapman.
I just want to say thank you to Paul, from parents and everybody. Mr. Adcock, thank you. Paul, putting up for me. Love you.
I want to thank Mr. Adcock for the great 3 years in broadcasting, and I want to thank my parents.
Level 3 and 4 nominees for Best Intro are Football, Casey Crowe, Sierra Wendell, volleyball, Robert Dickinson, Nathan Nance.
And the winner is BHS football, Casey Crowe and Sierra Wendell.
Somebody wins. No use sighing, alibi.
Hi guys. Thank you so much, Mr. Adcock, for just providing an environment where I can create videos like this. Sports videos like that are some of my favorite things to do, and I just really appreciate that he's fostered an environment where I can do things like that, and that's really something special, so thank you.
I'd like to thank Mr. Adcock, my parents, and Casey Crowe.
When I'm furthest from myself, feeling closer to the stars, I've been invaded by the dark, trying to recognize myself when I feel I've been replaced. When I'm furthest from myself, feeling closer to the stars, I've been invaded by the dark, trying to recognize myself when I feel I've been replaced.
Here to present our seniors RJ Taylor and Jackson Bell.
You know, Jackson, gotta be cruel to be kind.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you. I think I might be diseased.
Casey and Zach made a music video too.
Here are your nominees.
Level 3 and 4 nominees for Best Music Video are Cruel to Be Kind, Caroline Hart, Bailey Tunnel.
Oh, I can't take another heartache. Though you say you're my friend, I'm at my wit's end. You say your love is bonafide, but that don't coincide with the things that you do. When I ask you to be nice, you say you gotta be cruel to be kind in the right measure. Cruel to be kind, it's a very good sign. Cruel to be kind means that I love you, baby. You gotta be cruel to be kind.
Diseased, Garrett Linney, Audrey Green, Caroline Hart, Cammie Roadman, and Bailey Tunnel.
I will never belong to you again. I will never belong to you. And if I decide that I am a liar, that I'm diseased and ungrateful, and if I can find that I am a liar, that I'm diseased and ungrateful, shut up till it breaks. If it bleeds, I'll be okay.
See You Again, Casey Crowe, Zach Seals.
I said, okay, dokey, my infatuation it translating to another form of what you call it. Oh yeah, I ain't met you, I've been looking, stopped the waiting for, I stopped the chasing like an alcoholic. You don't understand me, what do you mean? It's them rose to the cheeks, yeah, it's them dirt colored eyes. Sugar, honey, iced tea, bumblebee on the scene. Yeah, I give up my bakery to have a piece of your pie. Ugh. 20, 20, 20, 20 vision. Cupid hit me with precision. I wonder if you look both ways when you cross my mind. I said I'm sick of chasing.
And the winner is Diseased. Garrett Linney, Audrey Green, Caroline Hart, Cammie Roadman, Bailey Tunnel.
You may question my methods, but they get results. But seriously, I want to thank Bailey Tunnel for laying on a table for like 5 hours while we filmed that. I want to thank Audrey and Cammie for just helping out with like things like lighting and just being a grib and things like that. And Cammie especially for providing the effects makeup that we used. And Caroline also did lighting as well. And especially want to thank the Greens and the Hearts for providing their garages for us to use as well. And I want to thank Mr. Adcock and my parents as well. Thank you.
I'd like to thank Audrey for getting me into this program, Mr. Adcock for supporting, my family too, and I'd like to thank Yash and Reagan because they asked me to.
Well, this is my first Madison Awards, so I'm very happy, but of course I want to thank Mr. Adcock, and I want to thank my mom for letting us film for 5 hours in the garage, and of course I want to thank my friends.
This is my first Madison Award too. I'd like to thank Mr. Adcock, my parents, and Audrey's parents for having no idea what was going on in their basements. And I'd like to thank Garrett for being such a great person to work with. And such a bad boy.
I want to apologize to my parents for being in this, and thank Caroline for sitting with me through the entire process.
I am so sorry. It's all my fault.
Oh, hello there. I'm reporter Cole Hubbard. I'm just going to be making a news package this week about student athletes and extracurricular activities. So I'm just going to walk around campus and see what student athletes are doing today. So come on, let's go. All right, I walked up upon these soccer players over here. They're really putting in the hard work for this upcoming off season. So let's just interview them real quick. Hey Mike, how's this season looking? Yeah, okay, it looks like they're really busy at practice, so maybe we can catch them later, but they're going to be having a great season this year. Go Bruins.
Get inside or it's safe.
Hey, why don't you go back inside, man? I'm just trying to bounce my breath.
You know, news packages are fine and all, but the news anchors, that's where the real talent is.
Absolutely. The anchors are always the cornerstone of the newscast.
I mean, it's not like we're biased or anything.
Of course not. Here are your nominees.
The level 3 and 4 nominees for Best News Package are Dickens of a Christmas, James Derryberry, Lena Gurley, Zach Seals.
This past weekend, Franklin had its 34th annual Dickens of a Christmas, an event which, despite the gloomy weather, was overflowing with the spirit of the season.
Yes, it's about 12th year I've been walking the streets of Franklin as Ebenezer Scrooge. I would say this is one of the worst. The rain has been in my face, the cold has been in my bones, and I would just soon not be here. It's a bar humbug, is what I say.
I'm James Derryberry with WBHS 9, wishing you a Merry Christmas.
Festival of Trees, Caroline Hart and Garrett Linney.
Here in the Holiday Inn of Nashville, a unique charity organization is holding their annual fundraiser. The Festival of Trees is an event aiming to raise awareness about the contributions people with disabilities can make to the community.
The Festival of Trees is primarily an awareness-raising event. We want folks in the community to understand people with disabilities and to be aware of all of the agencies that provide services to people with disabilities.
Lucas Davis, Cole Hubbard, James Derryberry.
Lucas Michael Davis, a 16-year-old junior, lost his life this year. His friends and mentors explain the great impact Lucas made on the community. Lucas was loved by everyone he came in contact with. We love and will miss him forever. Fly high, number 74. Cole Hubbard, WBHS 9 Sports.
Tennessee State Museum, Ashley Gracia.
Construction began on the Tennessee State Museum in April of 2016. On October 4th, after nearly 2.5 years, its doors were finally opened to the public. Museum educators believe that this free experience can transform the way we view our state and its history. Ashley Gracia, WBHS 9 News.
And the winner is Lucas Davis, Cole Hubbard, and James Derryberry.
I got shoes, you got shoesies, but I won't be satisfied till my number 9s, your number 4s are together side by side.
I'd like to thank Cole for giving me the opportunity to be on this project. It was a really emotional thing to film and to see those guys who knew Lucas so well.
Yeah, I also want to thank James because this is the second year in a row where he's helped me with a project like this. And this project was really hard to make, not only because, like I was so close along with everybody that's in here, but also it was kind of a story that kind of needed to be told because you hear everything that's happening, like about the story in the news and in the press, and I think the story about him as a person just needed to be told. And so I'm very thankful that I was one who was able to provide that story to the community, so thank you.
See, the only thing that's stopping me from kissing him is the fact that
What?
Here to present our seniors Robert Dickinson, Zach Seals, and Michael Barber.
TV students this year have made PSAs about all different kinds of subjects.
Drinking, racism, smoking, pollution, you name it.
There hasn't been one about vaping yet.
Interesting.
Here are your nominees.
Level 3 and 4 nominees for Best PSA are Distracted Driving, James Derryberry, Lena Gurley, Nathan Nance, Sierra Wendell. Don't Drink, Don't Drive, Don't Die. Casey Crow, James Derryberry, Lena Gurley, Nathan Nance, Allison Steele, and Sierra Wendell.
To be honest, I don't remember anything. And until I was put in the backseat of that cop car.
It's not like any of this is gonna happen to us either.
It happened to me.
All I remember is coming to in the helicopter.
All I remember is a scream.
could happen to me.
It happened to me.
It could happen to you. Don't drink and drive. Don't drink and die.
I am Ashley Gracia, Madison Abear, and Sydney Paget.
In one word, it made me feel like a statistic.
They would say, I can't wait to have a baby, so you can be my nanny and clean my house for me.
I grew up in a mostly Hispanic publication in Texas, and so I was one of the only white girls there, so I actually faced a lot of discrimination because of that and can relate to others in the same situations.
People are so quick to judge. They don't really know someone's story or where they came from. They just kind of, decide what they want to think, and that's it.
A joke stops where you feel comfortable.
The more we can be around each other in a variety of different settings, the more we'll see, what are we over here worrying about our differences for?
You're not your skin color or your religion or anything like that. You are you, and every one of us is uniquely us.
I am determined.
I am positive.
I am blessed.
I am different.
I am creative.
I am strong.
I am me.
I'm with stupid. And the winner is... Don't drink, don't drive, don't die!
I guess I'll go first because I'm standing closest to the mic. I got to film the helicopter, and that was really cool, and it blew rocks at me.
Well, I'm a technical intern, so this is my first Madison Award I've ever won. Woo! And probably my last, but that's okay. No, but I'm really glad I was able to work on this project with some really amazing people, and I'm gonna miss this next year. Aww. Aww.
I would like to thank Mr. Adcock, my parents, and my friends for all their hard work they've put in this year.
I would just like to thank everyone that worked on this project and all the hard work they did.
Yeah, this is a really talented group of people, and Casey's about to come up. But how many consecutive hours did you edit during the night?
Yeah, there were some late nights with this one, lots of rock stars, whatever, don't worry about it. Mom and Dad, love you. I know this is taking a long time already, but I do have to say Vanderbilt Life Flight, the Brentwood PD, Brentwood Fire Department, EMS, almost the whole city of Brentwood, emergency services was there. They were completely really great with us, as far as they wore GoPros for us, they helped us make sure we knew where we could film, and so just thank you to them, of course, and thank you for the video that it came out to be. Thanks, y'all.
Thrown it!
Oh, watch it! Hey, watch it!
Nominees for Level 3 and 4 Best Photographer are Casey Crowe,
When I go back Baltimore, need no carpet on my floor. You come along and follow me. We'll go down to Galilee.
out in the green, green rocky road. You're promenading green. Tell me who you love, tell me who you love.
James Derryberry,
I've stood too gracious, my dear, can't tell how perfectly you would fit. Oh man, what the things I hear, there's no what if I could act on my revenge, know what
and Nathan Nance.
I've stood too gracious, my dear, can't tell how perfectly you would fit. Oh man, what the things I hear, there's no what if I could act on my revenge, know what
And the winner is Nathan Nance.
All right, so once again, I'd like to thank my parents and Mr. Adcock, and I want to thank last year's intern class for inspiring me to do good things this year. Thanks.
I go through my day pretty normal like. I'm a normal guy. I'm a swell guy. I'm a nice enough guy. I'm a cool kind of guy. I'm a pretty groovy guy. But then I get a little sugar in me. I start to go cuckoo. Doesn't have to be much. This time around it was only 2 501 brownies. Only 90 calories each. But they do the job. Do you know what I'm saying? They get me going. They get me riled up. A little cuckoo, a little wacky. Start getting me a little kooky. A little, loopy. Ooh, somebody put this guy in a bed and sell him a string jack. He's going a little wacky. Going a little kooky. He's off the walls, bananas loco.
I want you to stop. Please, stop.
You want me to stop? Isn't that wonderful? Well, let me just do whatever you say, because it's your little fairy tale.
Level 3 and 4 nominees for Best Short Film are In Your Head, Casey Crowe, Rachel Levine, Sarah Thaney, Sierra Wendell, and Whitney Woodrick. Mr. Henry, Jacob Blanton, Brennan Chapman, and Grantley Johnson.
Hello?
Proxy, Garrett Linney, Paul Chin, Austin Taylor, Jack Wilson. Lucid, James Derryberry, Lena Gurley, Izzy Hoyer, Nathan Nance, Sydney Paget, and Zach Seals.
Attention citizens, our daily mandatory broadcast will now commence.
Nice to see you again. I'm Richard King, the CEO of Lucid Pill, reminding you about our new pill, Lucid X. Mandatory for everyone. You won't enjoy it because you have to, but because you really do want to. Thanks, and I'll see you tomorrow.
And the winner is Proxy.
First of all, I want to give it up to the guys who made Lucid. It was a really close, I'm sure, it was just a fantastic short film, honestly. But more so, I want to thank Paul and Jack and Austin, who went into some questionably, buildings with questionable safety to film this. Not going to divulge the details there. But just worked really hard on it. So many days after school on such short notice, and they worked really hard on it, and this would not have been possible without them. And I want to thank Mr. Adcock and my parents. Thank you.
I'd like to thank my parents for short notice letting me go, and to Garrett for finding the location.
Thank you.
I want to thank Mr. Adcock, my parents, and I want to thank Garrett for driving me home that day.
was 10 years ago that I attended my first Madison Awards. Yesterday, some of the classes, we watched those old DVDs, and let me tell you, we've made a lot of improvement over the years. Thank you, High Definition. Thank you, Professional News Set. Much better projects. Also, a lot more gray hair since that time. But one thing really hasn't changed, and that's the work ethic of the students. They have continued to work hard over the years and turn in excellent, excellent stuff. We will continue to work hard, at least for the next 3 years, because after that, that's when I'm retiring. All right. So please join me in applauding all the student work tonight. Before we get to the final awards, I want to thank a few people. First, Dr. Donna Smith, assistant principal. She wanted to come and watch, but she's been running all around campus trying to find the problem with the bus. So thank you, Donna, wherever you are out there. Thank you. Big thank you to Joe and Colleen Steele, who will be hosting the after party tonight. Cindy Rodman for coordinating all the food for the football games. Thanks to the parents who brought me food. You know, I only had 2 surgeries this year. I'm sure there's something else will come up next year. That food, Diane called it the magic cooler. In the morning it was empty, but every evening it was full of good food. So thank you very, very much. All the Madison Award judges. I don't choose these winners. I don't choose these. The judges come in, give up their Saturday to judge these projects, and I'm eternally grateful for them. And all the former TV students who are here tonight. If I got any former guys and girls, please stand up. I know I saw Barrett, and yeah, there's JJ. Good. Okay. Thank you, guys. They stay involved in the program, and former students do all the time, and it's what, you know, that's how we keep building. That's how we keep getting better. That's how we stay number one, and we're going to continue to be number one. I can tell you that. Joel and Lisa Williams of Williams & Associates Printing. Each year they print us free T-shirts. They've done it for like 6 years now, hundreds of them, and it saved us a lot of money. A special thank you to our underwriters. They're the people who don't give a donation each year, help us produce all of our ball games, which allows us to buy new equipment. Please support them. We saw them up there. They're in your program, as they support Channel 9. If you want to be a donor, if you want to be an underwriter next year, just shoot me an email. I'm glad to take your money. Okay. Thanks to David and Lisa Moody for building these sets, or their students for building the skylines. They look really, really good. To the interns, future interns, and all the seniors. You did a great job on the production tonight. I really liked that music video intro, but Nathan, I'm disappointed that you didn't invite me to get in there and dance with you. I can bust a move, you know that. All right, okay. To my cousins, Beverly and Rick, who are joining us for the first time ever. To Todd and Jennifer Craver, very dear friends who've been here about 8 or 9 times, who are trying to figure it out, who keep coming back. I don't know why. I guess they think they owe me something. And also to Nelson Andrews, longtime sponsor, and who's here tonight with us. So thank you. I appreciate you all coming. One more time, thank you to my wife, Diane, who puts up with my BS all year long. She designed and printed the programs. And a shameless plug, if you need commercial real estate property, give me a call. She can set you up. That way I can continue to live in the style to which I've become accustomed. That's right. Hey, these tuxes ain't cheap, and I'm doing it on a teacher's salary. Y'all know that. Okay. All right, now to our awards for the most outstanding students and a few special awards. This freshman really hit the ground running. He did his first shoot at our first volleyball game of the year, way back in August, and he never really slowed down. Every time there was an opening, he was there, he was signed up. He was also nominated in every Level 1 category, and many of the current interns thought he should be an intern next year. Best Level 1, Noah True.
Thank you very much. It's been a really, really fun year, getting to know all the interns, getting to learn the program, and make projects with my friends. It's been amazing, so thank you very much. Especially like to thank my parents for allowing me to go to all these shoots after school and go out with my friends, and Mr. Adcock for being an amazing teacher. Thank you.
Our Level 2 Student of the Year has also taken part in a ton of after-school shoots and produced some of the videos that were nominated tonight. He almost electrocuted himself by sticking a paper clip into an electrical outlet. The Level 2 Student of the Year award goes to Stuart Sparky Beaton.
First of all, I would like to thank Mr. Adcock. He's been a great help. Like, I don't know, like, if I would have ever started doing shoots if I never started with football crew. And ever since then, I just feel like I've melted into the WBHS 9 family, and it's just a pleasure to do all of this. I'd also like to thank my parents. They've also been really helpful in this just great adventure. Thank you.
She's creative, has worked dozens of shoots, and is now 3 for 3 on Student of the Year. The top Level 3, Bailey Tunnel.
This has been really cool to get this 3 years in a row. But I want to say thank you to all the seniors this year. You guys have made a huge impact on my life, and really gonna miss you guys. Especially want to say thank you to Garrett. We've had an interesting friendship this year, but you have been an incredible mentor, and I have learned so much from you. I want to say thank you to Mr. Adcock. He pulled me aside earlier this year and told me that the program loved me and he wanted me to love it too, and it was really amazing to hear those words, and it was really encouraging, and I'm really glad to be a part of this program and work with so many amazing and talented people, and I love you guys, so thank you.
Ryan and Grant Schumpert, Mason Bergen, Alex Dossler, all very good announcers from years past. But this year, one play-by-play guy really stepped up and stood out. R.J. Taylor took over for one of my adult football announcers when he got sick and worked almost the entire football season. He just got better and better. He worked so much and so hard, I made him an intern in October. RJ, come up and receive your award for Best Announcer Ever.
How's your father and your lovely baby? How are you?
Well, got a little more hardware tonight. Didn't see this one coming at all. I just want to thank Mr. Adcock. First 2 years, I'm sure he knows, I was just kind of there. Didn't really do a whole lot. But last year, I did the newscasts, started announcing more. This year, just did the same thing. And I just want to thank Mr. Adcock for staying with me and giving me this huge opportunity to cover Bruins football, basketball, baseball these last few years. I want to thank Corky French. I don't know if he's here or not tonight, but he was my football partner this year, and he just helped me a lot, just kind of, grow and make me a better announcer, because he's been doing the Brentwood football games for a while. And I just want to say thank you to my mom and dad. They've been really supportive. and I want to be a sports broadcaster growing up, and they've just really helped me trying to achieve that dream.
Speaking of announcers, Jack Townsend and Tucker Harlan will be our football announcers this fall. It's the first time we've ever had an all-student announcing crew for football, so I'm really looking forward and excited about that. You know, I appreciate all my seniors, but two deserve special recognition. Wait till I've announced both. Wait till I make the announcements before y'all come up. One student has worked every football game for 2 years. She served as technical director this year and is the baby of one of my favorite families of all time. And number two is one of those guys who just kind of flies under the radar. He gives it a good effort. He turns everything in on time. And it's just a pleasure to have in class. This is going to throw him for a little shock, but we're going to have Allison Steele and Brennan Jennings. Please come up for your Special Achievement Award.
Coming along is the coffee that you miss, and the folks who count our kisses.
I came here not really expecting to get anything, so this is pretty cool.
Yeah, I definitely wasn't expecting to get another one. Yeah, thank you so much. I don't know what to say.
Come on up. We're getting very, very close. Only 3 more awards to hand out. When I chose these guys as interns, I knew they were going to do a good job, and I knew they were going to work hard. What I didn't know was how hard and how good they would turn out to be. With 82 after-school shoots and 12 awards between them, this year alone, my hardest worker awards go to Nathan Nance and Sierra Wendell.
Hardest worker, that's pretty accurate. I've spent so much time at school, it's not healthy. Thank you, Mr. Adcock, and thank you once again to my parents and last year's graduated intern class for inspiration. And thanks to all my friends for making it really fun to stay after school. So thank you.
I would like to thank Mr. Adcock for everything he's done for us, and my family for all the support, my friends for how much they've helped me with everything.
The final award this evening goes to a student who's done everything and anything this year. Last year, too, football, basketball, tons of award-winning projects. I truly say I'd be lost without you. The Level 4 Student of the Year is someone who I'm really, really going to miss, and I will keep on speed dial, and that is head intern Garrett Linney.
Wow, it's a great honor to be able to serve the rest of the levels and my fellow interns being head intern. We had a great group this year, and especially being able to work under Mr. Adcock for just the last 2 years as an intern. It's been a really special experience. But really, I feel like we need to recognize sort of the unsung heroes of the programs. The level 1s and 2s, especially this year, and I mean this 100%, have really inspired me just to keep working. And just knowing that I'm going to be graduating high school and have to leave the program behind, it's really comforting to know that there's some extremely talented freshmen and sophomores that are going to be keeping the program going, and level 3s as well. But yeah, I just want to say to you guys, you're fantastic. Keep going. And if you're disappointed that maybe you didn't win an award tonight, you should be really proud of yourself because there wasn't a video that was nominated this evening that didn't deserve some sort of recognition. They're all fantastic. So keep going. You guys are going to make something of yourselves. Thank you.
Before we go, I'd like to announce our head intern for 2019. I should say head interns. Serving as co-head interns, Bailey Tunnel, Audrey Green.
Wow, this year has been amazing. As a level 1, I definitely was not like Noah who does every shoot, but when I was level 2, I saw that the interns were a family and I knew I wanted to join them. The interns are my family, they're my best friends. I don't know what I would do without them. Also, thank you, Garrett, for being one of my closest friends this year. I don't know what I will do without your jokes, making me laugh every time. And I don't know what I'm gonna do without Nathan, hugging him every single day, or Allison asking for help every day. And Bailey's one of my best friends, and I'm so happy to be co-head intern with her. So, and I want to, of course, thank Mr. Adcock. He's an amazing teacher, and I'm so happy to be co-head intern next year.
I want to say thank you again to all the interns from, especially this year and last year. Last year, there was an amazing group, and the head intern, Bethany, was my mentor, and I learned so much from her, and I'm so happy to get to follow in her and Garrett's footsteps, especially with Audrey, because we've been inseparable lately, and I love her to pieces, and it's going to be a fun year next year, and I can't wait to help lead all of this upcoming intern class because you guys are amazing and you're a little weird, but it's going to be a lot of fun. And I can't wait to see what y'all make. Also, Ashley, we forgot to play your nomination for your news package, and I wanted to tell you, I'm so sorry. It was an amazing news package. Blame it on Ben. It's his fault. But seriously, everyone here is amazing, and I love you guys, and I can't wait for next year.
Don't worry, Ashley. We'll fix it in post. It'll look good once it hits YouTube.
Awesome. And we have one final thank you to say tonight for Mr. Adcock. Over the course of the last 4 years, my perception of Mr. Adcock as a teacher has gone from kind of sits behind a desk to a really hard-working and caring TV instructor. If you don't know, Mr. Adcock is in the room every morning doing things that a lot of even the interns don't realize get done. He organizes us, he keeps everything going, basically doing everything we need behind the scenes in order to make sure it runs smoothly. But more importantly, in my opinion at least, is he cares about his students an awful lot. I think you'll remember Bailey talking about, he told her that when she was going through a tough time that the program really loves her and he wants her to love it too. And just on numerous occasions, Mr. Adcock has just made sure I was doing okay when things were getting a little too stressful. And it's been really supportive going through his class, and he's really sort of brought parts of myself out, like such as leadership capabilities, like by letting me be an intern. So I really just cannot properly express my gratitude towards Mr. Adcock nearly enough. But we do have a gift for him to thank him for his hard service that he has done throughout the year. So let's give a round of applause for Mr. Adcock, everyone.
You want me to open it? You want me to open it?
You can open it. I mean, don't read it though.
Ooh, it's my favorite present. Money, 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 money. Also got something else that they told me about, so I'll read this little letter. Dear Mr. Adcock, par for the course, we're a little late on your gift this year. But rest assured, we use a combination of caffeine, yes, I'm looking at you, Casey, and natural stress to come up with an idea. We sat down and decided to look back through the years and pick out some of our favorite catchphrases and quotes of yours. Uh-oh. A talented friend of ours is going to write out the 7 quotes that we picked in beautiful embossed calligraphy before we frame them and hang them in the room. All right. Here they are. Quiet! White balance. Interns, it's time for me to teach you how to pack a cooler. Casey, where are my SD cards? He has 14 of mine. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is a good one. I was in shape enough to dunk on a regulation rim in high school. This is true. Then I joined a frat in college and gained a lot of weight. Okay. Just think of me as The Rock. Okay. I want you to love the program as much as I love you. Okay. Thank you so much for everything you do for us, and we hope you enjoy the framed immortalizations of your words, the 2018-2019 interns. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. So thank you, and have a good night.